So, like, apparently last time there was supposed to be a decision or something when we were at Emmy and her mom's place. Uh, but there wasn't for me, which means I guess I fucked up somewhere. And then, which led to Hisao being a fucking idiot. Because apparently I could have decided not to do that. I guess. So I just assume I fucked up somewhere. And apparently the Misha decision is to give you, like, one more chance to not fuck up or something. And hopefully I didn't fuck up. Now I'm scared. And, but, yeah. I guess that's what happened. Because people were like, wait, what's that decision? Was that supposed to be there? And then I saw comments that were like, nah, she fucked up. And I'm like, okay. I guess that makes sense. I'm not perfect. While the afternoon wears on, I find myself impatient for lessons to end. I need to see Emmy, right? Meow. I have to set things straight. Even if Emmy hates me now, I have to at least apologize. I owe her that much. You're damn right. Should I meet her in a room? No. I decide it would delay things too much. If I know Emmy, then I can find her at the track, as always. Still, I have no idea what I'm going to say when I get there, but I take comfort in knowing that Emmy probably wouldn't have a plan for something like this either. Play it by ear. Oh, god damn it. Stop being nervous and just get to the track. Figure the rest out when I get there. Yeah. Oh god, I'm here. The track looms ahead, and another jolt of nerves hits me right in the gut. I resist the urge to turn and walk away, and instead note with satisfaction that I was right, and Emmy is still running. I don't make myself immediately known. I find a seat in the bleachers and watch her run instead, thinking back to earlier meetings. Oh, she notices me. No, I'm trying to be inconspicuous. After a few trips around the track, Emmy notices me and skids to a halt. I imagine, like, actually, too. An expression of surprise that slides easily into one of anger. Hey. No, I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm an ass. What are you doing here? Not quite the response I'd hoped for, but at this point I don't really have much of a choice. Look, I wanted to apologize for what I said the other day. The other day? She laughs, a curt exclamation of disbelief. It's been almost a week, Well, yeah, but you're better late than never, right? I'm sorry. Emmy crossed her arms and stares at me, coolly, as if sizing me up. Finally, she nods. I suppose you're right. Water under the bridge, then? I forgive you. Huh. Is that all? Oh, her almost impatient question catches me off guard, that she's already halfway down the track before I think to shout after her. No, wait! And he just jumps off, starts running. She doesn't seem to have heard me, or she doesn't want to hear me. And so I give chase, disregarding completely the fact that I'm not dressed for it, and I probably didn't take my pill, so I'm more than likely I'm gonna die. My feet hurt, and my shirt collar feels like a noose around my neck. Oh god. But I still chase after her, because if I don't, I'll lose my chance. Emmy hasn't started to really accelerate yet, which is probably the only reason why I'm able to catch up with her. To reach out and tap on her shoulder just before my legs give up running in dress shoes and stumble to a stop. Oh god. He just collapses. Surprisingly, fortunately, all that running seems to have paid off. I'm short of breath, yes, but at least my heart isn't actively trying to force its way out of my rib cage. Ow! My touch on her shoulder has stopped Emmy, and while there is a flash of concern when she sees me catching my breath, it seems she has a good idea of what I'm capable of, too. The concern is short-lived. What? Oh my god. She seems so irritated by my being still here that I almost lose my nerve. But I've lost my nerve enough. I need to explain myself. Why I can't just let the matter rest. Emmy folds her arm and bounces one blade on the ground as an approximation of tapping her foot impatiently. Angry as she is, and as nervous as I am, she still looks beautiful. Now's not the time to think about it. Okay, Hisao, explain. The thing is, I know that you're really sensitive about the accident and about your dad. I get it. Okay, I'm sorry. No, don't hurt me. I can see Emmy's face twitch at the mention of the two things that have been steadily driving us apart. Or at least made me feel like we've been driven apart. But that's why I want to know about them, I think. Because I see how much they hurt you, and I want to be there to comfort you, and it makes me miserable seeing you so sleepless and depressed, and don't pretend you aren't, because I know, okay? I just remember that night when you fell asleep with me and had that nightmare, and that you were too happy to have me there, and you were happy to have me there when you woke up. I just want to be able to be there for you like that whenever you need me to be. Oh, there, I think he said what he needed to say. The stern face cracks slightly. Emmy interrupts before I can continue further. Just stop right there. We can't see each other anymore. Whoa! Okay. No! I fucked up again! God damn it. She's rushing now, looking everywhere but at me. I'm surprised she doesn't bolt. She knows I can't catch her. We're not right for each other. That's not true, and you know it. Oh, God. No, it's true. You're too... I know I've been too pushy about your knowing your past. If you can't tell me yet, then at least let me be there, even if I don't know the reason. It's okay, I promise. I won't ask why you need comfort. I'll just give it freely. Alright. Emmy's shaking her head, and tears seem to be threatening the corners of her eyes. Stop saying that. Why? Because you're afraid you'll take me up on it? I'm not afraid. I can't keep the chiding tone from my voice as I respond. Yes, you are. You told me yourself, remember? That's okay. Really, it is. However, it seems to me that someone who'd managed to come out of that wreck and still be as energetic and cheerful as you are would be determined enough to face that fear. Oh. We're like playing with fire. Determination? What do you know about determination? Well, I mean... I know, but that there's a girl so determined to take care of a total stranger that she'd steal his food at the festival. I know there's a girl so determined to help me with my own problems that she'd drop a complete dietary and exercise plan. And that she'd not only draw up the plans, but she'd follow them with me, even when she couldn't run. Determined enough to keep me at arm's length, that she'd put herself through emotional pain if she thought it was the right thing to do. Although, there's one thing that this determined girl didn't quite plan for, which was that I might feel the same kind of determination to keep her from being hurt. I fell in love with you, and I refuse to let that be thrown away because you're afraid of losing me. Holy Jesus. What little control Emmy still has at this point cracks, and I find myself suddenly enveloped in her embrace as she cries. Why are you doing this? Why can't you just leave me alone? She still looks angry. Is he giving her a little kiss? I hold her close and plant a kiss on the top of her head. Oh! I'm sorry, Emmy. You helped me when I first arrived, So now I have to help you. It's only fair. You're utterly hopeless, you know. Do you know that? She hiccups and trembles a little. Funny. I could say the same about you. Can you do something for me, Hisao? Anything. Can you go now? Oh, okay. It feels like she just shoved a knife through my chest. Go? I need to... I need to think, okay? I can't just tell you everything yet. I'm still scared, and when you're around, I can't think clearly. But do me another favor. What's that? Show up for our morning run tomorrow, okay? Ah, see, I smile, feeling better than I have all week. Of course, I wouldn't miss it for the world. I did good this day. Emmy steps back slowly, almost reluctantly. She sniffles a little and then grins at me. A real smile that lights up the track, overpowering the fading evening's light. See you tomorrow, Hisao. Okay. Whoa. She darts forward, suddenly planting a soft kiss on my lips, then steps back shyly. Woo! Spinning on her back foot, she then takes off running again, and I know that our conversation's at an end. My lips tingle with the warmth of that brief kiss and the memories of other, longer kisses. I walk back to my room with a spring in my step. We fucking did good, man. Tomorrow when my alarm goes off, I'll get up. And, Act 4, motion. Alright. We did good. We made up for what I feel like we made up for what we did last time. God damn it. The morning sun is bright through my open window, and the sound of my alarm quickly has me up and about. I'm glad my windows, my blinds conceal the light, so, well, not all of it, but enough to make it so it doesn't stab me in my eyes when I'm sleeping. I slept surprisingly well last night, secure in the knowledge that at least I got another chance with Emmy. If I could keep myself from doing anything stupid, which you never know, we might end up doing more stupid things. Maybe I'll find out what's been eating at her recently. I have a few educated guesses, but nothing concrete, and certainly nothing that I'm going to say to her. I'd much prefer to have her tell me herself. So, like, what? If that decision was there at mom's place, and I didn't go to talk to her, what would have happened then? Would I have just... would all of this just not happened? I don't know. Emmy's waiting for me as promised, looking a little haggard, but otherwise bright and cheerful, much more so than any previous day this week. Hisao, you're late. No. I wave my hand dismissively. Nonsense, you're just early. Emmy grins back, and it feels like we're finally back to where we should be with one another. Except now Emmy, not just me, wants to take another step forward. Although a part of me worries that she'll back out last second. Don't say that. You'll jinx us. Oh no, what if there's more decisions? I've already fucked up once. I thought I fucked up this last decision too. You know, with the Misha. Hurry up and stretch, Hisao. I don't want to miss the bus. What? The bus? Bus for what? Yeah, the bus. I want to show you something and I don't want to be late. Oh, okay. I try not to grin too wide. I'm happy beyond words that Emmy wants to hang out after the run out at all. But her promise of showing me something has me even more intrigued. Is this what she had to think about? I wonder what she's planning to do. To show us something that we gotta take the bus for? Fuck, man. What is this? I quickly go through my warm-up routine while Emmy bounces impatiently from one foot to the other. She really does seem like she wants to get moving as soon as possible. What that tongue do? I wouldn't know. We haven't had a scene like that. The run is over so quickly I can hardly believe that I haven't fallen over dead afterwards. Emmy set a blistering pace, and I, in my foolishness, kept up with her. Hopefully I took my drugs. Well, until the last few laps. I had to slow down just in case, but I don't mind. And Emmy was waiting patiently for me when I finished. Well, as patiently as she can. Oh, God. Finish? Come on, good. Come on, let's go. Grabbing my arm, she practically rushes me down to the nurse's office. You seem in a hurry, Emmy. Trying to catch the early bus? Yeah, I told Mom I'd be back for lunch. Well, I'll take care of you first, then. But Asao's gotta come with me, too. The nurse raises a single eyebrow at this statement and peers at the two of us searchingly. Really? Today, Emmy's response is a nod, followed by a surprisingly shy grin. Well then, we'll make this quick. Alright, Emmy enters the nurse's office, and I patiently wait outside for her to be finished, wondering just why the nurse seemed to be surprised by Emmy's declaration. I feel like today is probably some sort of important day. I feel like I'm missing out on some joke or the significance of today. Yup, see? Beyond the fact that this is clearly significant in some way, of course. It is, just, yeah, I think there's another reason. True to his word, the nurse has Emmy out of his office surprisingly quickly, and I take her place after promising to meet up at the front gate. The nurse takes my pulse and listens for a bit. Your heart beats faster than usual. Pushing yourself again, have you, Yugi boy? I don't know why. Well, Emmy seemed in a rush, so to get through the run, so. Well, what's he doing? I'm not surprised. Today is a rather important day to her, you know. I suspected that could be the case, but I have no idea why. She hasn't told you? Interesting. That's probably what she's gonna show us. So you're not gonna tell me either, then? No, I'm not. I suspect that Emmy has her own plan for explaining today to you, and I do not want to mess with that. You'll find out soon enough, so what's the rush? Now, as for your heart, I would take it easy for the rest of the day. No spontaneous races or anything like that, got it? I can't promise you anything. You never know when a good race might make its appearance. Got it. She won't have her running legs on anyway, right? No, but if you think something like that's going to stop her. Yeah, you're right. I don't think it'll be a much of an issue today of all days, but still. If he's trying to reassure me, he's doing a terrible job. I'm quickly becoming more and more worried about what today could actually be. Like suddenly finding out Emmy's in a cult or something. Oh my god. The story would take a turn for the worst. Oh god, I almost said something so fucked up. You know, like, what's the word? You know, it's like you do like some necromantic ritual to bring back her dad on this day specifically. She's actually in a cult. Oh, Jesus. At the same time, if today is such a big deal and Emmy wants me to be with her for it, then maybe she really does want to grow closer to me. Maybe this will be the answer to all the riddles, to the sleepless nights and the sudden mood swings. Either way, I barely remember to thank the nurse before taking off as quickly as I dare for my room to get to a shower and throw on some decent-looking clothes. That's why not let me put on my tattered clothes. If today is as important as it seems to be, I should dress appropriately. We don't know why. We don't know why. Oh God. Emmy, of course, proves me wrong as soon as I reach the front gate, wearing her usual shirt and shorts. I was like, skirt? What? So at least I know it's not a terribly formal affair, whatever it is. You're early, Hisao. Not as early as you. Eager, are we? Emmy cheekily pokes out her tongue. The bus stop isn't very crowded at this hour, which seems to please Emmy, and we end up relaxing a little as we wait. He does the arm wrap, you know what I mean? We sit in silence for a while, but I can tell that Emmy's trying to work herself up to say something. I don't have anything to say myself, so I sit waiting for her to talk. It doesn't take too long. So, I'm sure you're curious as to why the nurse thought it was so weird for me to be bringing you along today? I was a bit, yeah, but if you're not ready to tell me... Emmy stops my sentence by placing a finger on my lips. Don't tempt me, Hisao. I want to tell you this, but I'm just uncertain as to how to go about it. I don't want to keep delaying or deferring. I just want to be able to say it. Okay, so say it. You know that it's not going to be easy for me, Hisao. So treat it like running. Warm up to it with something small and easy and then go from there. But don't do it too fast, okay? I'm a patient man. I can wait for you to get to it. It's true. I'm very patient. You already know. Emmy seems to consider my words, weighing them against what is probably a desire to get it over with. I will admit, as much as I keep telling Emmy to take her time, I wouldn't mind her getting it over with either. Well, that's what you always say. You know you're a patient guy, but you don't want to be a patient guy. You want her to just say it. But somehow I know that Emmy probably needs more time than the bus ride that we'll provide to get it all out, whatever it is. Yeah, maybe you're right. The bus stop probably isn't the best place for this anyway. But just to make sure that I don't go back on my word, I'll at least say this. She takes a deep breath, then lets it out, and after a moment she says in a low voice, We're going to see my dad today. Oh. Now I know what today is. Huh. I mean, I'm glad. I am happy she's, bringing us to see him. The words hang in the air, and I can see that Emmy's afraid that I'll panic and disappear in response, which part of me almost wants to do. But it would be stupid of me to back out, or to suddenly abandon the promise I made to be there for Emmy when she needs me. He just fucking leaves. He's done. The nurse thought it was so weird for her to bring me along. She doesn't bring anyone along, or at least willing to bet that she hasn't before today. The day seems to take on an even greater significance. What has it taken Emmy to even get this far? Dude, this is a step for her. And I'm proud of her. Oh, that's all he did. That's it. And why is that the best I can manage as a response? Yes. What? Yeah. I don't know what I should say. Nothing, I think. Just promise that you're going to come with me. Of course you know I will! Emmy smiles wanly, looking a little relieved. Good. In that case, we'd better get going. The bus pulls up just a little after she finishes the sentence. Oh, shit. What timing? Dude, this is the day, this is the anniversary of... It's either the anniversary of her dad's death and the accident and whatnot, or it's like his birthday or something. I'm willing to bet it's like the death anniversary. Oh, feels bad. Vague memories of my first trip out here come to my mind as I step off the bus, but unfortunately they're too vague to be of any use. I will be the first to admit that I don't quite recall how to get to Emmy's house, so I let her lead the way. I mean, we had a lot to deal with last time. She seems content to walk in silence, and I myself have no idea what I could possibly say, so the two of us arrive at her house, having said nothing since getting off the bus. Emmy's mother opens the door and doesn't seem surprised to see me standing next to her daughter. I expect that Emmy would have phoned ahead to let her mother know of the change in plans. Emmy, Sal, you're just in time. Lunch is just about ready. I love lunch. The best part of the day. Any time where I get to eat. Great. I was afraid we might be running late. As fast as you were going this morning, I doubt there was much of a chance of that. I certainly hope she wasn't too much of a bother, Sal. She tends to get a little paranoid about being on time when food's involved. I hadn't noticed. This earns me a swat on the arm from Emmy, who, despite the serious nature of our conversation on the bus and the almost brooding quiet walk, has quickly become cheerful again. Probably to keep her mother from worrying about whatever it is Emmy plans to tell me later. Feels bad. I'm prepared. Oh God, I have cursed memories of this house. Miss Ibarazaki ushers us in, and in short order, we're around the table devouring lunch. Oh yeah, I hadn't realized how hungry I was until I got here. But for once, I seem to be eating almost as much as Emmy. Oh, almost as much, huh? Dude, I be eating like way too much. I'm a hungry man. Goodness, it's a good thing I made so much. The two of you are acting like you haven't eaten in days. I skipped breakfast. I skipped breakfast this morning. Me too. Had to catch the bus, I assume. That, and I figured you'd make so much food that it wouldn't matter if I skipped breakfast. Well, it's good to know that I'm predictable. Emmy nods enthusiastically, and the conversation falls off again as we were very nearly clear the brain. As we very nearly clear the table of anything edible. Thank you. It's a testament to the sheer amount of food on offer that we don't finish everything. Dude, it would have been gone. I lean back in the chair with a sigh and thank Miss Ibarazaki for the food. I'm one of those guys that like, I love eating. And I'll eat everything on the fucking table. But, like in a gathering. But I don't like want to. Because I don't want to seem like that guy that's just eating all the food. So even if there's like leftovers and no one's eating it, I still won't go for them, even though I really want to. God damn it. Jesus. I'm glad you liked it, Asao. Now, has Emmy told you where you're going? Sort of. Is it far from here? Not really, but we'll drive there to save time. It closes kinda early. I nod in assent and stand up, ready to go. Alright, well then, shall we? Miss Ibarazaki nods and leaves the room to grab her keys. Emmy, I notice, has started to fidget nervously. Second thoughts. Emmy smiles tightly at me and shrugs. She's fallen silent again, which probably means that I'm right, and she is starting to regret bringing me along. Not that I blame her. She's done such a good job of shutting me out that I doubt it's easy to suddenly open up. Honestly, I'm worried that she's forcing it. I mean, we gave her time to think. But she said while waiting for the bus that I'm not supposed to give her a chance to back out, and since I promised to go with her anyway, I suppose there's not much of a choice. I can't go back on my promise, and she can't go back on hers. I just hope that the both of us are up to it. It's fine. And we're off. Woo! Emmy's mother blows through the dining room, collecting the two of us, and heads out the door at a brisk pace. Now I know where her daughter gets it from. So fast. The car. Oh yeah. I mean, we're gonna see her dad. Feels depressed. Anywho, the car pulls up the cemetery gates, and I feel Emmy tense up beside me. I reach out and give her hand a little comforting squeeze, which causes her to relax. Just relax a little bit. Emmy's mother doesn't follow us, explaining that she prefers to visit the grave alone. Emmy steps through the gates and looks back, as if to make sure I'm still there. We step into the cemetery. Oh. I don't feel comfortable in cemeteries. Dude, I don't either. Gravestones litter the ground, each one serving as a reminder that someone used to be alive and no longer. How many died young? Probably a lot, which is very sad to be honest. How many were as old as I am now? When do I wind up with a marker on my own? How much longer do I have left? The concept of not waking up, not seeing any Emmy anymore, is not a happy one. It frightens me, and I very nearly turn around and exit right then and there. Dude, I sometimes think that. I sometimes think how it would feel to die, you know? Not that I'm worried about death. I just imagine just the concept where like one day we just die, right? Like we don't exist anymore. It's kind of weird. Like we go through our entire life and then eventually we die. And death comes for us all. And it's like I imagine sitting there like I'm like, you know, when you're old, hopefully you're like an old man, old woman, and you just pass away peacefully, and then you're like, what's left? Who knows, man? Anyway, I'm going on. I don't want to go among dead people. I don't want to see their stones and think about who they were or what they could have been if they only had more time. Then I look at the girl next to me, and my resolve returns. Emmy striding purposefully down the path, eyes clear, setting a pace that's very nearly a jog. The sooner we get there, I suspect she thinks the better. We're here. Oh, jeez. Oh, there's a CG for it and everything. A gravestone, wholly unremarkable in everything except for the name etched upon it. The grass has grown up around the base. It's very well kept. Emmy's eyes are riveted to the stone. After a few moments, she turns around, looking surprisingly calm, yet solemn. Pink's not actually my favorite color, you know. What? I'm warming up to it. Oh. People tend to think that pink's my favorite color. I think it's because I like strawberries, and even though those are red, they just assume that pink's the right color for strawberries. And it's my favorite color, but it's not. I'm too polite to tell anyone otherwise, of course, and it's not the kind of thing worth getting worried about. But I'll bet even you thought pink was my favorite color. Blue. That's my favorite color. My mom and dad are the only two who know that. And now you do too. Oh, well, look at that. Oh, thanks for telling me, I think. She's, you know, I know what she's doing. She's letting us know little by little. You're welcome. There's a pause as she considers what to say next, drawing a quick breath. I can't carry a tune to save my life. I can hum, but actually singing a song is something I've never been able to do. I don't mind because I'm not a fan of karaoke anyway. Well, that's one potential date out the window. People all think that I'm really popular and a friendly person, but I only have a few close friends. Probably because I keep everyone in the dark, but I think it's also because I hate the idea of losing a close friend. There aren't many people worth the risk. I'm terrible at saying goodbye. I am too! I sometimes think that I only run because it's what I used to do with my father. You're not my first boyfriend. I I dated a guy for a long while during my second year at Yamaku, but in the end we broke up because I didn't want to get closer to him. He couldn't live with that distance between us. Oh, like us! Her rate of speaking increases slightly as if she's rushing toward the finish line. I'm actually 1 year older than you. Everyone thinks I'm younger because I'm short, but I had to skip one school year because of my accident. Jesus Christ, we're finding out so much shit. My first thing last time that I said was wrong. They initially thought I was paralyzed when they pulled me out of the wreckage. I'd lost my legs already, but they were afraid that I wouldn't be able to use what I had left of them. After surgery, it was clear that their initial assessment was mistaken. I couldn't feel my legs because of shock, short-term paralysis due to the other trauma I had experienced. My recovery was one of the fastest they'd ever seen, or so they told me. I never found out if they were serious about that or if they'd told that to all the patients learning to walk again. Uh-oh. She pauses, gathering herself for one last effort. Yeah, today's the day. I knew it was coming. 8 years ago today, I lost my legs, and I lost my father as well. He died on the way to the hospital. I didn't even get to go to the gravesite until 2 months later, and I couldn't attend his funeral. Oh. So he didn't even die in the accident. He died on the... That's even sadder, honestly. I'm so sorry. Don't be. That's what everyone always says, that they're sorry. I hate hearing that. Like anyone could have done to change what happened. It's cause no one... What do you say? What do you say? You don't know what to say. That's why people say they're sorry. What else? What? You know the best piece of advice I got? These things happen. I don't even remember who said it, but I guess they didn't have anything better to say. Yeah. God damn it. But it's true, you know? These things happen, and there's nothing you could do about it. They aren't necessarily planned, and they aren't always bad, and they aren't always good, but they are. So I made the decision that I would live without worrying about the future. And to be sure that I never had to say goodbye again. I decided I wouldn't let people get close to me anymore. After all, they could be taken away at any time. And you know what? She laughs a little bitterly. Her eyes start to well up with tears, and I step forward to embrace her. Oh God, what did I do? To embrace her, but she holds her up a hand to stop me. Not finished. A deep breath, and she continues. It worked pretty well until I met you and saw that you were trying to adjust to stuff here, so I thought I'd help, and then you were so nice I couldn't help, and I just... Oh, little hug! The tears are flowing now, and she accepts the embrace this time. The rest of her sentence is mumbled into my chest. I tried not to fall for you, but I did, and then I tried to keep you at a distance, like with my first boyfriend, but I couldn't, and I was so scared because I don't want to lose you, and I might anyway. Remy, calm down. Hey, I'm still around, right? And maybe I won't be forever, but don't you think it'll be fun while it lasts? Neither of us could survive the day. There could be a bus crash or something, but so long as I know that I've been with you, I don't think it matters. A sudden thought strikes me, and I can't help laughing. My condition had me scared of dying so badly that I immediately seized on the opportunity Emmy presented to improve my odds of living longer. But without Emmy, would there have been any motivation to keep up with running? It hits me that Emmy's the reason I want to go running every day, so I can spend as much time with her as possible. Emmy looks up at me confused. We'll go on living until we stop. And when we stop living, we'll be able to know that at least we had time together. And I wouldn't have it any other way. Because I love you. Ah! Ugh! Emmy. I love you, Emmy. And right now, that's enough for me. Damn. Damn! Emmy smiles through her tears and steps back from me. You know, it's funny. What is? I thought that the best way to live in the moment was to do it alone. But now I don't think I'd have it any other way either. I'm glad I met you, Hisao. Damn, well, these things happen. Yeah, I had a couple manly tears in there. Emmy and I stay by the grave for a while, as Emmy pays her respects to her father. When she's ready to go, we exit the graveyard side by side. Oh! Oh! Emmy's mother drives us back to Yamaku. The trip back is very quiet. We wave goodbye as the car drives off, and I glance down at the girl leaning on my arm. How are you feeling? Emmy shrugs non-committally. I'll be fine. Come on, let's go. We pause outside the girl's dorm, and I turn to face Emmy, ready to say goodbye. Why don't you come up for a while? Okay. The walk to her room is in silence. I'm not sure why I'm supposed to. I'm not sure why I supposed I'd be turned away. What the shit? I'd be turned away at the door. I guess I just assumed she wanted to be alone, or she would want to be alone. Her mom, the nurse, hell, everyone who knew the significance of today seemed to think it best to leave Emmy alone. Apparently, it's different for us. But she took me into the graveyard with her. She told me this whole story of what happened on the day she lost her legs. She wanted me around. The significance of this does not escape me. I hope not. Emmy opens the door and steps into her room, and not even bothering to invite me in, holding the door for me expectantly. It's comfy here. I step in and the door swings shut behind me. Hey, can I ask you a favor? Sure. I can't guarantee I'll do it, but... Emmy giggles and pulls me into a kiss that starts out soft but deepens into something almost desperate. Oh no. Stay with me, please? Her voice has dropped to a whisper. The question is barely audible over the sound of my own breathing. There's something about the way she asked that question, the hesitancy in it, the quiet voice, that makes me think she doesn't mean tonight. Just in general. No, she means exactly what she said. Stay with me. Not tonight or forever. Because both of us know there's no such thing as forever. There's no time limit to her request. There's just the request. The favor. Can I do that? Can I stay with her? It just pops up with a decision, yes or no. Of course. Oh, we embrace again. Emmy guided me toward her bed. Oh, Lord. Stepping backwards with care until she sits down on the edge. She's gotten my shirt off at this point, and I've similarly lifted hers off her own head. Bra and all. Damn, her shorts come off just as quickly. With practice ease, she removes her legs and pulls me onto the side of the bed with my hand coming round her smooth shoulder. That was the fastest diddly I've ever experienced. I collapse next to Emmy, who almost immediately curls against me, smiling. Mentally, I feel grateful. She didn't like that I wore my socks. I feel grateful that Emmy keeps her nails short. Otherwise, I think she might have drawn blood. We're not going to talk about it. I sit up briefly to dispose of the now used condom and lay back down next to Emmy, who's in turn taking care of cleaning herself off. For a while we lay in silence, savoring the feeling of being next to one another. Emmy's the first to speak. Hey, Hisao? Thanks for coming with me today. In multiple respects. I smile and plant a kiss on her head. Of course. My pleasure. Look at that little blush. Emmy snuggles closer, and I can feel her breath beginning to shaken as she begins to drift off to sleep. Just as she's about to fall asleep, she wakes up enough to mutter a single sentence. I love you, Hisao. Then she's out like a light, leaving me feeling like I'm on top of the world. I draw the slumbering Emmy as close as possible, pull the covers over us to keep the chill off, and fall asleep as happy as I've ever been. Damn. That was a day. Whew, it's like everything was front loaded on you, but like I guess it makes sense because it's Emmy. Oh, hello, I'm alive, still here. But yeah, like she finally got close to us, told us literally everything. And you know what? That's all right. I'm glad we got there, and I'm glad that apparently I didn't fuck up this second time around. Whew. I was scared that I did for the second, but seems like it's all good now. It's all good.